What up? So back here, I am on the go. But I still want to get this video out. This class action lawsuit that's happening is it's ridiculous. I'm just gonna let y'all know, man. Like it's probably not gonna go anywhere. And I hope it doesn't go anywhere. Now, does YouTube deserve a class action lawsuit? Absolutely. We'll get into that later. But for those who don't know, right? Some folks out there, maybe some of y'all watching, have decided to take a class action lawsuit against YouTube for their YouTube Premium, their YouTube Premium feature. How that promises no ads in videos. Like if you pay for the premium, right, service of YouTube, you don't get ads in videos, right? So some people who have paid for YouTube Premium are upset because they're still seeing ads, right? Now, you're probably watching and you're like, well, what's the problem then? Why are you saying this is useless? Why are you saying they're wrong? The ads that these people are seeing and that they're suing for are the in-video ads that many creators have in their video. Not many, but a few that I've seen, but maybe many creators have in their videos. I've had those ads. Those been the only ads really that I've ever had in my videos on YouTube were in-video ads. And what I mean by in-video, right? Meaning that there's a part of the video, not just me as a creator, but just other creators as well. There was or is a part of the video where we will take time out to advertise something, advertise a product or a service. Some of us, I won't speak for all of us, I know for me, I can only speak for me, but some of us, it was something that we use, a product that we actually use, a service that we actually use, and we had a deal had a deal with said company to then advertise said product or service that we use, right, within our videos, right? It wasn't some roundabout deal where it's like, okay, can we run our own ads on your videos? It was, can you promote our product or service within your video, right? And, essentially that's how that works for those who don't know how in-ad content works or in-ad promotions work on YouTube. Well, there are YouTube Premium, and those are ads you cannot skip unless you, of course, fast forward or something, right? But people don't want to do that, right? But anyways, people who are taking part of this class action lawsuit are actually suing YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium, same ish to me, right? They're suing them because they paid for Premium. And their argument is, I paid because I don't want to see ads, period, right? I don't care if it's ads, that are outside, not outside, like I'm outside right now, but like ads like that or in video ads. I don't want to see ads, period. You don't want to see ads, you don't want to see ads. That's not my argument here, is that you should want to see ads. I'm not a fan of ads. Not every in-ad video that I see, the majority of them actually that I see from the people that I watch who again use in-ad videos, who have deals outside of being a part of AdSense, YouTube's AdSense, who have personal partnerships with these brands or deals with them, right? Not every product, the vast majority of them, I'm like, I'm not going to use this service, or I don't need this product, or I don't want the product, right? You know, I've seen one ad where it's like, I already have the product. I'm not going to use your discount code, you know, to get more of this. In fact, you know, I'm just going to keep, you know, buying them the way I've been buying them, or, you know, whatever, right? Or it's a first time code, like first time buyers get this. I'm not a first time buyer. I've been buying this product for years, so I can't use that code anyway. So again, I understand how, you know, you might be looking at these ads or whatever, and you're like, it's useless, it's whatever, I don't want. That's cool. But you're not the one making the video. You're not the one working on the content. You're not the one putting it out. You're not the one spending time and energy doing all of that. And I mentioned that, and as the title is what it is because that stuff, for y'all who don't seem to understand it, it takes money to do that, right? It takes time to do all of that. Those in-video ads get people paid, your favorite creators paid. And it becomes more and more apparent to me. I've been knew this, but, you know, this class action lawsuit was just proof enough for me to feel like, okay, let me do a video on this at least, that you all don't want creators to be paid. Content creators, creatives in general, y'all don't want them to be paid for their work. It's just dance for you for free. Wow. And YouTubers are YouTube viewers, right? And YouTubers, but you know, YouTube viewers are the worst with this. You all will then judge those content creators based off of metrics like how much money they make, or if they look like they make a lot of money, right? That's why a lot of YouTubers, the Mr. Beasts and all the other folks, they go crazy trying to go look rich or look extravagant because they know UMFers look at that and use that as a metric of the quality of their content. All right. I mentioned Mr. Beast because he's the biggest one that comes to mind, but he's not the only one guilty of that. But that's a metric at the end of the day. That's a metric that y'all use to qualify or even disqualify who you want to support with your eyes, with your attention on YouTube. So it makes absolutely no sense that it's don't make money for your content, but also if you if you look like you don't make money at all, I'm not gonna watch your shit. What? That doesn't make any type of sense, right? Like my videos, they don't make sense, as in money. You know what I'm saying? They make a lot of sense if you are intelligent, or if you at least give yourself time to think. But you know, as far as money goes, and yes, I'm saying this as someone who does plan on, if there's something to promote in my videos, I promote it myself most of the time, my own products, you know. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna see an in video ad of me promoting my stuff. That's what it is. You don't like it, again, you have the choice to fast forward in the video, which y'all lazy asses don't want to do, or then y'all got me cussing. I've been trying to not cuss, tone it down. I've been doing well on that. It's not even a trying thing, I've been doing it. But you know, it's either a situation to where you got me taking a long way to get to this train station because I want to, you know, I don't want to pause it real quick, but you know, it's gotten to a situation to where you all want, like I said, you don't want creators to make money, right? And like I said, I'm mentioning content creators because that's part of it, but a lot of this behavior, this mindset, extends far beyond just content creation. I've noticed this as a creator myself, you know, someone who's a writer and stuff like that, and people just think, oh, you should just do things for the love of the game, the love of the art, and you don't truly love it. That's BS. That BS argument of that people don't truly love it. Obviously, if you love something so much and you got to live in this capitalist society, why not do the one thing or the very things that you absolutely love for money, so you don't have to do things you don't love? It makes, again, you all don't think about these things because you're miserable, and you would rather see other people broken, doing things that they don't want to do, doing things that they don't enjoy, right? So if there's any way you can make someone else suffer, which if it looks like not supporting them financially or trying to shame them for doing something financially, especially if it's something that they love, if you can do anything to try to keep someone from climbing out of the bucket because you're another crab in said bucket, you will do that. And it's sad. And I think this class action lawsuit speaks more volumes to how human beings are wired rather than scummy things YouTube is doing. All right. I didn't read through any type of, in order for something like that to work anyways on YouTube Premium, they would intentionally have to not show content creators, the people you subscribe to, who have in-ad videos. It wouldn't make any sense. That would be the only way to usurp a service like that, where they're like, we're not going to show you ads. Yeah, we're not going to show you ads from that just pop up out of nowhere, but we also aren't going to show you ads from, you are also not going to promote the content creators who have in-ad videos in their videos, right? And that would be something I know for a fact you all will complain about too. How come I'm not seeing Any Austin? Any Austin has a MeUndies sponsorship in his videos. How come I'm not seeing this creator, that creator, that creator? It's because they have an in-ad video on their video. And yes, that could be on top of the ads outside, a part of the AdSense program that they're a part of, right? But they have an in-video ad. And if you want YouTube Premium to specifically be ad-free, like as you all are trying to say, you all being those who are a part of this lawsuit, if you clearly want it to be that way, then you will not be able to see, again, Any Austin. I'm bringing up Any Austin because he's someone that I know for a fact has in-ad ads, in-ad videos, whatever you want to call it, in-ad ads, in video ads, is what I meant to say, in his videos, because I subscribe. But I also don't mind them. I also understand why he has them. I understand why any other person, whether I subscribe to them or not, have them in their videos. It's really that simple. It bogs down to, I don't care what anybody says, it bogs down to, at the end of the day, y'all not wanting creators to get money from what they're doing, the hard work that they're doing, while simultaneously, once again, being the type of vain individual that will use how much money someone has or is making, how rich they look, or whatever, using other numerical metrics, including monetary metrics, to judge the quality of said creator. It makes no sense. Do you want people to be broke or not? Do you think creators should be appreciated, and creators, even content creators, but just artists in general, should we be paid for our work, or should we do it for the love of the game? If we love something so much, why would you not want to do it for free? Y'all hate for free. Y'all seem to love hating. Get paid to hate. There are paid haters out there. Get paid to do that. You know what I'm saying? Get your money. But being miserable and trying to stop other people from making their coins, because really it's not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's nothing. I'm not going to be one of these people, it's nothing. Because if it was really nothing, they wouldn't do it. So anyone that's going to try to convince you that whether it's the in ads or the out ads, anyone that's going to try to convince you that it's nothing, it might not be a lot, but if it's nothing, then you wouldn't do it. It's really that simple. So I don't subscribe to that mindset, but it's definitely not it's not like millions of dollars is what I'm saying, right? Or trying to get across. But again, if you don't want people to make money, you don't want the content creators, you don't want to support them, simply just keep watching for free. You don't want to support anybody financially. Enjoy whatever you can for free and get that free content, and whatever comes with said free content comes with said free content. There's also other creators, I believe, who do this, where they have a Patreon or something like it, to where, most likely is Patreon. That's the one that's readily used for everybody, or content creators, where, if you subscribe to the Patreon, you get the videos like literally ad free. No YouTube ads being placed on, no random McDonald's ads, no random Olay ads or whatever ads that you're probably not interested in, no random ads like that, but also no in video ads as well. So it's like you get what you pay for. If you want a free service, you're gonna have to deal with whatever free service comes with. To me, that's an agreement that I feel as though that I, as someone who is not a paid subscriber of anybody, I can say, what, I understand this agreement. I understand you got to get your money. I understand that I've been a free subscriber for X amount of time, and thus I understand, how you need to make money doing this thing, or how time consuming it is, or whatever. So yeah, get your money. Yeah, have that in video ad. No, I'm not going to buy the product, or no, I'm not interested in this service, but go ahead, but somebody might be. And go ahead and get your money anyway. So that's how I see the situation. Y'all are tripping with this class action lawsuit. If anything, if there's really a class action lawsuit that y'all want to support, how about a class action lawsuit for YouTube that was demonetizing people simply for having political views, or any type of outside the Overton window views that a lot of us channels had. A lot of channels that were demonetized. YouTube even admitted to it. I made a video on it. I'll probably post that at the end of this video here, or check the description box, and also check the description box for the article that I'm referencing here, as far as just this class action lawsuit that some idiots are starting with YouTube because they don't want to see in video ads, or whatever the case is, right? This is not a battle that I think is worth fighting. Again, if you truly want something like that to work, then again, the any Austins of the world, the whoever else that you can think of, they're not going to be shown on YouTube Premium. Now, I personally, selfishly speaking, if that lowers the pool on who gets promoted on YouTube Premium, that means it should be increasingly for me, because I don't have any in-video ads right at the moment, right? With that being said, nah, I'm just joking. Ain't no ads coming up, but increasingly, selfishly, that would make it easier for myself and all the other creators who don't have a current sponsorship or anything to promote. I have stuff. I always have something to promote. I just don't, because I always forget to, or it's just like I don't really want to take the time out to then make another video promoting this product that I want to sell. And if you're truly interested, feel free to reach out. And always, most of the stuff that I have to promote anyways is in the description box below for you to go click on and check out yourself. So there is that. That is not my Uber beeping for me. I don't have an Uber, so stop fucking beeping for me. That ain't for me. But I just wanted to make it clear, this is dumb. Like I said, the class action lawsuit that I wish was going around was, and I definitely one that I would be a part of, will be the class action lawsuit that is against YouTube, once again, for demonetizing and censoring channels for speaking on topics outside of the Overton window. So that's what I have to say. Until next time, until next video, y'all stay classy.